Now, still keeping an eye on a pretty messy system. It's actually a nor'easter that's traveled all the way up the eastern coast, starting at Florida. And the reason it's not a tropical system, I know it looks like one, has all of those characteristics, but it's actually a cold core. Tropical storms have that warm center, so this is a nor'easter. It's why it's not named. Also, it's traveling right up the east coast. You just saw bringing the Carolinas, the mid-Atlantic, a lot of rain now pushing up to New England. So of course, not really affecting us too much locally, at least precipitation wise, but maybe if you're hoping to travel a little early, get out to the New England states or even down towards the mid-Atlantic, maybe running into some issues. We had a cold front that passed last night as well. All of that moisture back behind it, of course, falling as snow because it is incredibly cold behind that as we're feeling today. So we've got that nor'easter to our east, we've got the high pressure to our west, and we're just kind of stuck somewhere in between. So that's going to cause some really windy conditions throughout this morning, the afternoon, and even into the evening. Temperature wise, of course, that cold front really knocking those temperatures down. We're tracking mid-30s across portions of the Midwest. Chicago falling to the 30s, Minneapolis even cooler into the 20s. Locally, we're tracking 30s and 40s, so at least we're warming up thanks to some of that sunshine. 40 right now in Cape Girardeau and Paducah, 43 for Poplar Bluff and down into the Boot Hill. And then, of course, Southern Illinois is one of our cooler spots. You factor in that really strong breeze out of the northwest, and it feels below freezing for almost everyone. Feeling like mid-20s for Carmi and Carbondale. Feeling below freezing for Cape Girardeau today and even Paducah. So make sure you do bundle up as you're heading out. Highs today, we're getting pretty close to them. Not going to climb too much more. Those winds stay steady. And of course, you factor in the gusts, 30 to 35 miles per hour. It's just going to be a really chilly day. It's windy. Then we saw maybe a few isolated flurries really early this morning. A lot of that, though, really stayed off to our east. Tomorrow, temperature-wise, fairly similar. Be a little bit warmer, at least the sunshine to stick around. Clouds build in late Tuesday, and the clouds stick around by midweek. And near the end of the week, those above average temperatures also trend and stay with us, and it also brings us the chance for some rain. Sunshine this morning, which is really nice. It's fairly calm. See a few of those flurries just kind of staying right off out of our region. By 5 o'clock tonight, already falling back into the upper 20s, low 30s. And that's thanks to, of course, the sun setting early. Overnight, we continue to fall, and as you're out the door tomorrow morning, kiddos at the bus stop, just make sure you really bundle up. Falling into the upper teens for Southern Illinois. At least we bounce back a bit. We have upper 30s, low 40s by tomorrow afternoon. So we're trending a little bit warmer than we were today. For a frame of reference, average high this time of year, we're a week out till Christmas, right? Mid-40s. But as we go towards the midweek and then especially late weekend this weekend, that's Christmas Eve, almost 60 degrees. So it's going to be incredibly warm as we go towards the next couple of days. Storm Track 3 app, really handy to have. I know mine went off last night, but that freezing fog advisory, it's a really good way to stay in the know. And it's really going to come in handy with all of that traveling this weekend because we do have so many rain chances. Higher rain chances over southeastern Missouri. We could pick up maybe about an inch, but everyone likely seeing something over the next week. So got to stay weather aware, at least as far as that rainfall goes. A few isolated flurries today, but again, really not going to cause any issues or any impact. Partly cloudy skies stick around the next couple of days, but then clouds really fill in by midweek. Isolated shower chance begins to pick up Friday, and then we see off and on showers pretty much the rest of the weekend into next week. And just look how warm that is, Shay, 58 on Sunday.
That's amazing.
I know.
Who would have thought that Christmas, would be this warm?
No white Christmas.
Oh, wow. But you know what, Katie, this morning when I walked outside, all I could think about was the kids. That wind was so sharp and cold.
It was very cold.
Very uncomfortable. Thank you, Katie.